which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know you were filling in for.
I was. There was a project called Diamond Rugs, which I was very fortunate enough to record on the first record that some of my friends were on. John McCauley and Robbie Crowell from Deer Tick, Steve Berlin from Los Lobos, Ian St. Pei from the Black Lips, Hardy Morris from Dead Confederate, and Providence's own Brian Dufresne playing drums. They recorded this brilliant, beautiful album. I went down to Nashville, laid down a few tracks, and then did a small stint of shows in New York, one of them being David Letterman, which frankly I didn't have to be on, but it was like they brought myself and the two producers of the record, Justin Collins and Adam Landry, and we just kind of did the backup for it. And we did a really beautiful synchronized hand clap.
Nice.
So, yeah, I did some hand claps on Letterman, and
still had to be an experience, though, right? I mean,
it was really weird. There was, it was early, and we were all. Well, I can speak for myself.
Oh, they film early?
They film very early.
Yeah.
It's like cold. It's like 45 degrees in there.
Really?
Yeah. Because apparently David.
None of those things seem to work. I don't understand why they would film early and in the cold.
And we were
6.
Still
hungover.
Working over.
I'm going to say hungover.
No, man.
No?
I wish.
Oh, you're still intoxicated.
Mushrooms and
other
different things to balance it out. Yeah,
the performance is great, though. You wouldn't.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, had you guys screwed up or anything, they just do another take?
No,
that's it.
It's very tight with as far as union pay. Like to do another take would be
costly.
Would be very costly and also very frowned upon. So they're super precise. It's like you're starting at 4:06 or whatever time. But yeah, if they don't mess around, it's like they're there for a certain amount of time because all that time adds up over the year.
Oh yeah.
And so one take, one dress rehearsal through it, one take, and then awesome experience.
They take care of you after the set, or is it get the hell out of here?
It's kind of like get the hell out of here.
Yeah. No green room, no.
Not really.
So it's kind of like how it is here at Rhode Island Free Radio.
Kind of like how it is right
Show's
here.
over, see
Show's
ya.
over, see ya.
Yeah. Oh, there's 12 million people.
Yeah, that had to be nerve-wracking.
Well,
no?
Man, we were, in an elevated state, so nothing really made sense. It was a week later before I realized what happened.
Right. I just feel like if I was out in New York and I knew the next day my project's performing on David Letterman, I may not do shrooms.
You might.
I may try to get a good night's sleep and
no.
Guys, we got to be there at 5:30, 6 o'clock. Like
that's the difference between you and an artiste.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Wow.
Well, you're right though.
You're talking about like 5 hard partying friends that live. I don't live the rock and roll lifestyle, but all of them have been like in that thing before.
Sounds like most dangerous men alive.
You kind of like follow their lead, like, oh, is this how you do it? I think age does come into play. I missed. We did a stint in Austin for a bunch of really big shows, and I missed every lobby call because I tried to party like
you can't keep
John
up.
McCauley, and it's like, where were you?
Trust me, I'm going through it now.
It's hard to get a pedicab guy in Austin to drive 7 miles without passing out when you're late for a gig. That's all I can say.
Well, I got to say, I've experienced something similar to what you do. I'm trying to keep up with some of these younger bands. Band that Davey just mentioned, Most Dangerous Men Alive. Mm-hmm. Those guys party hard. I thought I was a drinker and a partier.
I have a Foxwoods.
Trust me, I can keep up with the best of them for a little while. These guys just leave me in the dust. They're going outside and elevating, as you call it. and I'm still, wait, guys, I'm finishing my beer. I'll be out in a minute.
Yeah.
I can't hang.
No, they're nonstop. They're the type of, not just band, type of guys that will, like, do a whole weekend.
Yeah.
Which for me sounds like hell. Like, I like to hang out and party, but they'll party all night long and then at 7 o'clock be on the beach, still drinking and elevating, I guess we're calling it. And the idea of
We'll go with that.
the idea of being in sand and in the sun after a night of boozing, I'd rather be in
Sweat
bed.
it right out.
Yeah.
Screw that. Like I need to sleep. They'll go 3 days like that.
Yeah.
And I just realized I can hang to an extent.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah?
Unfortunately,
You wanna-
age not only
We could
comes
play
wisdom-
bridge together or something.
We should totally play bridge. Are you
No,
wearing a
I'm saying
condom?
canasta.
Wearing a condom. All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come up and we'll finish up with Mr. Brian Minto.
Yes.
standing by your side. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how long I gotta wait. I don't care what I got to do. The only thing I want, baby, is just to be with you. Standing by your side. Standing by your side. Standing by your side. Standing by your side.
Hey guys, we're back. You just heard Lee Fields, who is headlining the One Providence Experience, which we will talk about in a second with Brian. Before that were Pixels, one of my favorite local acts, who also play. They also play the Columbus a lot,
That's true.
or at least a few times.
Yeah.
That's something else. Before we talk about the festival, before we went live, we were talking about obviously the adult theater thing and
Yep.
some of the things you guys are up against.
Yep.
One of the other things we were talking about was being pigeonholed into sort of that folk Americana thing
Yeah.
with the nationals you get, and then we were saying it's funny because
We're not.
well, again, Ravi's not, and
No.
Pixels aren't, and stuff like that.
Swans certainly are
Right.
not. Rough Francis is one of the hardest hitting bands ever. They played there 3 times now. That's the Sons of Death.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
Which is the pretty popular documentary that came out a couple of years back.
But
yeah, so we play a lot of really heavy stuff there.
And even if you were, because I've had this conversation with people where that has come up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, well, even if that was sort of the Columbus idea or
Mhm.
what you were doing, there's punk rock clubs that
Yeah.
really just do punk rock. There's
Yeah.
clubs that basically do metal.
Yeah.
But again, like those acts do go there. But again, Ravi Shavi, everything
Yeah.
else. So I'd say you guys work with a good sort of subsection of or
That's
slice
true.
or what term am I looking for there?
I have no
If
idea.
you're in a biology lab and you're cutting something,
Cross section.
thank you.
Hacking
So-
something in pieces. Cross section. Gotcha. Okay.
So those artists, again, a lot of them are friends.
Yes.
Any band looking to try to get into Columbus, though, they would go through Tom.
Yeah, they can just contact booking. at
Which is on the website?
columbustheater.com, yep.
Okay.
And, yeah.
All right, let's
we
get.
love to listen to things, and Tom's really good at pairing up
Right.
bands and giving bands shots. So, yeah.
Hey, Tom, let's get the Quins in there because they're awesome.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so now you guys have the One Providence Experience coming up.
That's correct. It's kind of an extension of the personality of the Columbus Theater, the Columbus Cooperative, in coordination with, or in cooperation with our really good friend Peter Glantz that has a company called
It's all right. None of us are prepared.
Imagination Company, I believe is what the company
Oh, he's
is.
going to make us look bad, Eddie.
He could pull names out of anywhere.
Right.
I might have made that up, but I'm pretty sure that's the exact name of it. And he's a brilliant lighting designer, artist, writer, and visionary. And we were tasked to kind of put on a show. There's this giant festival in Providence called the Providence International Art